Iguazu Falls, one of the most majestic waterfalls in the world, is a testament to the wonders of nature. Every second, millions of liters of water thunderously cascade down, creating a breathtaking and spectacular scene. Let us step into the mysterious and pristine beauty of Iguazu, where every moment tells a magical story, capturing the unimaginable grandeur of nature. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on the exciting discoveries ahead. Let us get started right away. Iguazu Falls is located right on the border between two South American countries, Argentina and Brazil. Its location is truly the pinnacle of magnificence. It is so beautiful that I could not resist its allure. I had to return, for a second time, to once again immerse myself in this overwhelming beauty. You can begin your journey to the falls from either side, Argentina or Brazil. Last time, I chose to explore from Brazil. I was swept away by the majestic view from above. This time, I opted for a new path, starting from the Argentine side to explore the magical beauty of Iguazu Falls from a completely different perspective. As I entered Iguazu National Park from Argentina, the cool air of the rainforest immediately enveloped me. The distant sound of the waterfalls echoed like a mysterious soundtrack, drawing me in. Every step on the trail through the lush green canopy made me feel the powerful presence of nature. And then, as I approached the Devil's Throat, I was truly overwhelmed by its grandeur. The water plunges down from above, strong and mighty, as if an entire ocean is pouring its force into the abyss. Can you imagine it? The thunderous roar of the water, the misty spray rising up, and the ground trembling beneath your feet. It all made me wonder, how can something be this magnificent? If the Argentine side gave me a sense of closeness to nature, my previous journey exploring the falls from Brazil took me to new heights, literally. From the high observation platforms, the entire panorama of Iguazu Falls unfolded before my eyes. It was so beautiful that words cannot describe it. From there, I could see the entire length of the falls like a giant white ribbon stretching across each branch and layer. Truly, standing on the Brazilian side, you will understand why Iguazu Falls is listed among the natural wonders of the world. Each drop of water falls from a height of dozens of meters, exploding into millions of shimmering droplets under the sunlight. This creates a vivid painting that no brush could ever capture fully. Whether you stand on the Argentine or Brazilian side, Iguazu Falls will leave you in awe. A beauty that is wild, powerful, mysterious, and captivating. If there is any place in the world that makes me stop and marvel, it is Iguazu. When I think of Iguazu Falls, I used to imagine enormous streams of water crashing down from dizzying heights, but the reality far exceeded all my expectations. Coming here, I did not just see a majestic waterfall. I felt as though I had entered a completely different world, a natural paradise where everything glows and shines, as if all of South America's life force is concentrated here. This place is home to towering ancient trees that stand tall, covering the entire space with a lush green canopy. Walking along the trail through the dense forest, I was completely captivated by the rich and diverse vegetation. Giant palms, wild mango trees with lush foliage, and precious wood species that I had only read about in books now stood before me with the proud majesty of nature. And what surprised me the most were the brilliant orchids. They were so stunning that they seemed unreal. These flowers are like hidden gems in the deep forest, waiting for someone to discover their mysterious beauty. Standing in this forest, I truly felt that every plant, every leaf has its own role, contributing to the extraordinary balance of nature. Looking at the deep roots firmly anchored in the ground, holding on to the precious water, and providing nutrients for other plants, I could not help but admire the wonders of nature. The large canopies not only provide shade, but also serve as a home, a safe shelter for countless creatures. Iguazu is not only a botanical paradise, but also a haven for wildlife. I still vividly remember the moment I spotted a toucan with its large, colorful beak soaring between the trees. Its vibrant colors stood out against the deep green of the forest. I almost held my breath, afraid that any movement might make it fly away. It was not just a moment, but an amazing experience, as if I were witnessing a living masterpiece of nature. And it did not stop there. The echoing calls of monkeys swinging through the dense forest filled me with excitement. Those sounds seemed to blend into the symphony of the ancient forest, making the atmosphere here lively and full of energy. Iguazu is home to over 450 species of birds, each with its unique beauty, from the mighty hawks to the tropical birds with their dazzling plumage. Being surrounded by such abundant life is indescribable, full of wonder, happiness, and above all, respect for nature. Every morning at Iguazu, I was awakened not by the noisy sounds of the city, but by the chirping of birds, the buzzing of insects, and the distant roar of the waterfalls. It was a natural symphony that I felt every day, every hour. I still vividly remember the feeling of standing in the middle of the forest, closing my eyes and listening to the sounds of life, a feeling I know I will never forget. This was not just the sound of a forest. It was the sound of an entire world, a world that exists alongside ours with a completely different rhythm, the rhythm of wild and wonderful nature. The beauty of Iguazu lies not only in its majestic waterfalls and cool nature with rich flora and fauna, but also in the unforgettable moments of experience. On the first day, I chose to explore Iguazu by walking along the forest trails. From the first steps, the surrounding space took my breath away. Everything was so pristine and wild. From the towering trees and moss-covered rocks to the distant sound of the waterfalls, all blended into a natural symphony. I began with the upper circuit, a trail that took me up high, where Iguazu Falls appeared like a magnificent painting. It was almost unbelievable that it could be real. Looking down at the waterfalls from above, I was overwhelmed by the power and beauty of nature. The water rushed down, like thousands of white horses charging forward without stopping. Standing high and looking down at the entire waterfall, I could not help but marvel at the power of creation. But it was not until I walked the lower circuit that my experience truly soared. This trail brought me closer to the falls than ever before. Each step took me into a space so close to the waterfalls that I could feel every tiny drop of water splashing up from the roaring falls in front of me. To fully enjoy the power and grandeur of Iguazu, I joined a boat tour. As the boat departed, I felt a bit nervous, but that quickly turned into excitement as we moved closer to the base of the falls. The closer we got, the louder the sound of the water became. It was so loud that I could feel the vibrations deep inside me. And then, as the boat neared the base of the falls, a massive wall of water cascaded down right in front of my eyes, creating a thick mist. I was completely immersed in its immense power. Water splashed everywhere, cool mist hit my face, and the thunderous roar of the waterfalls made my heart race. It was a moment I knew I would never forget. A moment when I truly felt the majesty of nature with every breath. However, if there was one experience that left me speechless, it was the helicopter ride to view Iguazu from above. As the helicopter took off, I felt like I was leaving the ordinary world and entering a completely different space. A space where everything was so extraordinarily beautiful. From above, the entire Iguazu Falls appeared like a living painting, where every stream, every tree seemed to be telling a story of nature's power and beauty. Each turn of the helicopter gave me different perspectives, allowing me to admire the vastness and grandeur of the waterfalls. I could not stop marveling at this scene, a view so beautiful, so perfect, that I had to wonder if I was dreaming. It was a feeling that words cannot describe, only the heart can feel. And the pinnacle of this journey was when I stepped onto the Devil's Throat Bridge, a place where I truly felt the power of nature. Standing on the bridge with about 300 waterfalls crashing down from over 262 feet below, or about 80 meters, I felt drawn into the flow of nature, the roar of the water, the mist enveloping everything, and the trembling ground beneath my feet made me pause, take a deep breath, and savor that magical moment. I looked down at the waterfall rushing down and could not help but admire the majesty of creation. Here, I felt most clearly the smallness of humans in the face of nature. It was both terrifying and wonderful, a feeling that can only be fully understood when standing here in the midst of such a magnificent scene. Beyond the main activities, I also explored the indigenous villages around the falls. Each village, each story that the locals shared with me, made me fall in love with and appreciate the culture of this land even more. Everything at Iguazu is so incredibly wonderful, from the scenery to the people. Iguazu is a magnificent and mesmerizing natural wonder. Standing before the rushing waters falling from dizzying heights, you will feel the incredible power of creation, a feeling that makes all words unnecessary. This is a place where every step, every moment leaves you in awe, amazed by the primal and vibrant beauty. If you have never been to Iguazu, make it your next destination. It is an experience not to be missed, where you will truly connect with nature in a way that is unlike any other place. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel to continue exploring other amazing wonders of the world with me.